Fiona Phillips' husband Martin Frizzell has issued an update on his wife's condition following her diagnosis with early onset dementia. The former GMTV presenter received the diagnosis in early 2022 at just 61 years old and announced the news the following year. Speaking on Lorraine on Wednesday, February 11, Martin, who previously served as the editor of This Morning, shared an insight into his wife's condition, emphasizing that he doesn't want her to be perceived as a basket case. He said, "She doesn't remember Christmas now, she doesn't remember New Year. I don't want to give the impression she's some sort of basket case. She's very much with us. She is still the world's most stubborn woman and still around the house. There's a nice picture of her eating some chocolate. She'll probably hate it because she thinks her hair color should be a bit better. I used to say it's not me that needs to be asked if I'm okay, it's not me that has the diagnosis. I've gone back to broadcasting, doing stuff ourselves and podcasting," he added, highlighting his own coping mechanisms. "I can free myself up for 8 days in April. I haven't been away from home for more than 3 days in 2 years. I feel guilty being here and not with her," he confessed, revealing his plans to embark on a tour with his crime podcast. Martin revealed that as Fiona's condition deteriorates, even simple tasks like leaving the house have become challenging. He previously admitted, "There's no way I could drive or we could take public transport as Fiona now rarely understands where she is going or why, constantly asking what is happening, probably 4 or 5 times a minute on loop for the entire journey. Honestly, I got close to telling the taxi driver to turn around and take us home, Fiona's only safe place, as the stress was unbearable. But of course that self-pity pales into insignificance compared to what Fiona was going through." Fiona, 65, who presented GMTV from 1993 to 2008, has had an illustrious career, fronting numerous documentaries and panorama episodes. Her diagnosis and ongoing journey are chronicled in her book, Remember When, which she wrote with the help of her husband and journalist Alison Phillips. The presenter previously admitted it is frightening and confusing living with Alzheimer's disease, but hoped to show how life can still bring joy in the book. Despite initially planning to write a few paragraphs, Martin ended up writing around 24,000 words. He explained his motivation: "I started off writing about what a great woman she is and just how horrible it is and dreadfully unlucky that she is the latest in the long line of her family to get it." His frustration with the lack of support became evident as he said, "Then I just got very angry as to what little support there is. As a family, we just kind of get through it and at some point we will need more support, but there is just nothing really." Fiona, who has been married to Martin since 1997, was diagnosed with early-onset dementia after experiencing brain fog and anxiety, which she originally believed were symptoms of menopause. Tragically, she cared for her parents after they were both diagnosed with the condition. Of her moving memoir, Fiona said, "I hope this book can show people a little about what it is like to live with Alzheimer's, how frightening and confusing it is, but also how much life can still bring joy and be valued." She added, "And if you or someone you love is in the early stages of Alzheimer's, I hope this book brings you some comfort. I want you to know, you are not alone."